Morning everyone, welcome back to the shop. Today we're going to be finishing up, it's just about finished, it's like 99 point something percent done of this vintage 30s Martin Tipole. And look at it now, this thing's super cool. I'll be putting in some of the videos, me doing the things. I did miss a few things because at a couple of times my phone just acted weird. I think I was out of space or something. But anyway, we're going to go over this thing. It's going to be cool. I appreciate that you guys watched like 2,000 views already of the first video of this thing, so I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Anyway, we're gonna go over this now. Listen to it. Check it out. Nice. All right, stay tuned. Be right back. So here we have this super cool vintage 30s. I'm not sure exactly what year. We could look up the number because Martin, I believe, is really good at that. Was it 68346, I think? So maybe I'll look that up and add it to like a, I'll look it up and add it to like a text thing over the video. It'll appear like ready right there. See that? That's what I do for you guys. Magic. Anyway, it's almost done. We did a neck reset, and I'll put in a time lapse of that. I think that was, I'll do a little abridged version of the other video, just like a little open picture, whatever. But that came out great. Look at that, nice and clean. That's what we like to see, nice and clean. This took a lot of cleaning up. I was gonna leave it as a thrift store style, and I'm so glad that the owner said don't do that, because this thing's way cooler like this. I know some people like the grimy look, but check it out. Look at this thing. Look at those tuners. Those are awesome. Ivory, brass, and that. Those are probably expensive and pretty much irreplaceable today, right? And let's see, put a nice bone nut on there. The other nut was, the spacing was a little off, and it was too low for the frets that we put in, which came out great. I built a ramp. Got to do a little bit of cleanup. It's basically the 99.9%. I got to do a little bit of cleanup right there. There's a little bit of glue I can see. That'll clean up just fine. Don't even need to take strings off. But yeah, I had to build a ramp under there, and you almost can't tell. I mean, if you look really, you can see a little bit from the front, a little bit of a line there, but it's hard to get that. Okay, whatever. But that came out great. Otherwise, this thing would have had a massive fall away. I mean, you can see the how much of a wedge now that has to be, this thickness versus that thickness. But that came out great. And oh yeah, when they made it, these strings right here, it just bugs my OCD just a little bit. See that? And they made, you can't see it from there. You go. You can see it from that side. See how they drilled that set of holes just off, just a little bit off, and there's no way I'm gonna try to plug those and re-drill. That's just gonna screw up an old bridge, so I'm not gonna try to do that. But what I am gonna do, which will help in general, I think, because this thing has a little bit of an intonation problem when you play up the neck, big strings versus little strings, which is to be expected with a single fret bridge like that, is I'm gonna notch the fret. It's just a fret, so if I screw it up, I can put another fret in. It's whatever. But I'm going to notch this and bring it down and bring it over so it's more in line with the other strings like that. Because otherwise, I won't be able to sleep at night. And it kind of stays, but just goes right back to where it was. So let's take some fret files and adjust that. But first, just because we don't want to make any mistakes, putting a piece of sandpaper under there. It's got the back on the back. Don't worry. Not going to hurt anything. This is to prevent injuries to the guitar. So let's see if we can kind of make this work just a little bit better. All right, how's that spot? Does that seem all right? That seems all right. There we go. There it is. So that'll keep that centered, and I think it will help play comfort also to bring those down so they're so they're level-ish with the other strings, with the little strings. can't do it too much because you don't want this one to be too close to the frets. It'll start buzzing, and that would be bad. That's a little better. Okay, I like that. I like it. Excuse me. Let's take some tension off that though, just to get it nice and out of the way. There we go. I don't know why I'm so congested today. Okay, let's see how that works. If that works, what is that one? Let's see what that string is. I was using a 26. Yeah, boy, it's hard to read this. They actually make strings for this thing. Look at that. GHS Custom Shop Specialty Strings. So 10, 12, 26, 12. Yeah, that's 12. That's 26. And for those that didn't hear in the other video, this thing is tuned like a ukulele, which I'm terrible at playing. I know it's just the tail end of a guitar tuned up, but my brain doesn't work so good with stuff like that. That should help. It feels nicer. Okay, so we're definitely gonna do that with this set also. Wow, that was lucky. Actually, I don't know. I can't hear it. What is that supposed to be? C. Turn on tuner. Well, that one is E, right? Huh. Oh, that was very lucky. Although everything's a little flat. Oh, of course it is. All right, I won't make you guys watch me tune this thing because it takes a long time to tune this thing. Let's move that one out of the way. I need to put some actual grease in these. I've been oiling them. They're still a little stiff. This thing's had a lot of use. I think I'm going to put some like lithium grease or something in there. Just a little bit. Or like nut sauce. Giggity. Something like that. Something different than oil, and that's a 34. So let's use a 32 that's pretty beat up, so it's probably more like a 34 anyway. Right. All right, check that. No, I should have left that at tension to check it. Okay, does that seem right? Yep. Gonna check it first. That's good. Okay. Should have done this beforehand, but it didn't dawn on me. How's that fit? Might go a little lower, a little more. Let's go a little more. I apologize, I forgot. I should have brought the good microphone in today. I left it at home. That was not good. Maybe if this thing's still here Monday, maybe I'll do like a real sound demo video on it. That is more comfortable, that's for sure. And now they're all centered. Yay! Makes my OCD happy. Those are as close as they can be. And let's see, there was one other thing that I want. Oh yeah, we're gonna clean up that glue a little bit. I missed a little bit of the glue. So we're gonna clean that up. and give a little quick sound demo. We'll be done. All right, hold on, me and get some hot water. Pausing. All right, we have our hot water. Let's a little dip. All right, not too much. Don't want too much of a mess to clean up here. Just a little bit on the edges, probably some over there too. Notice I give it a final buff, and I kind of really buffed the side of the neck, and there was probably some debris or something in there, and it just cleaned it up enough for me to see the glue, and I don't like that. So we will get rid of that. Won't take much effort, and then this thing will be done. And we can move on to that Hofner. I have a Hofner that is in, well, the body of it's in 3 pieces right now. It's in many pieces, but the piece that should be a single piece is now 3 pieces. It's body, neck, and chunk of neck. So that'll be a neat project. It's coming out okay. Speaking of coming out okay, let's see where the hell this looks. That looks better. That looks better. Another thing that we will do, which is one of these sneaky luthier tricks, is we're going to use one of these here giant crayons, which is those blend or whatever thing. You get them at like the discount stores. They're just giant crayons, but they're used for like fixing scratches on furniture. But check this trick out. So we turn on a little mini heat gun here, which is going to be annoying for a bit, but that's what we got to deal with. All right, that should be good. All right, so wait for this to get warm. And these things this is a desoldering gun, so this thing gets ridiculously hot, so we don't need it all the way up. Let's bring that down to a reasonable level. Don't want to scorch any finish. So that's pretty good. You want it basically so your hand could be like that far away. Okay, we're good. Now, what we're going to do, here, let's go over on this angle here. You guys can see on this side what I do. Basically, I take this, just gently warm this up, get it to melt. Oh, there it goes. And then just kind of get in there. Oh, come on now. And then just work it in with the heat gun. Don't worry, it'll all be real careful with this old finish. There we go. So now there's enough on there, and they'll kind of gently again, wax melts much faster than lacquer, so we're not going to, if you're careful, you won't go through. I have to do this so you guys can't see, because they can't, oh, there we go. All right. Yeah, usually you need 2 hands to hold it and push. Well, I normally do it on the bench, but I want you guys to be able to see what's going on. And it's just wax, so all that stuff on the string there I'll clean up. And this one you'll be able to see better because it's on this side of the neck. Same deal. Heat it up a little bit. Get it all in there. That. There we go. That worked faster than trying to do it up on end. Let's move this before I spill it and make a big mess. And then you're gonna ruin a rag doing this, but that's okay. Just a rag. And just gently heat this up. Get off the strings on this side. I don't want any of that crap on the wound strings. Wipe it off the plain strings on the other side, but it'll take more cleaning than the wound strings. And then just kind of get it soft. And smear it in there, and just keep using the heat gun to gently warm it up. And it'll flow itself into any crevices that are in there, any voids that might have been left. And it just makes the finished product look a lot better. You know what I mean? That's cheating. Sure is. That's what we do here. that, and just keep just give it a light warming, and take a rag, just do that. Don't do too much because you don't want to melt it into, you don't want to melt finish, but you don't want to pull it out of any little spots in there, right? Right. See, it cleans up super easy. Yep. Look at that. Yeah. Well, makes it look nice, clean lines. That's what we want. Oop, there's a little bit right there on the front. Got it. And it's just wax. It's not going to hurt anything. Get those right there. Got the strings. With it. There we go. Yeah, it's just wax. Okay, I might have to, you guys might not be able to see this because I need to be able to hold this thing. Can't flop around right now, so, oh, hold on. Let's do this. Whee! It is on a mount, right? There. Yep. And these these crayon things come in the package with those marker things also, which also I work using guitar repair quite frequently. They work great for covering up if you have binding that you had to sand on it, just like one spot you want to spray lacquer. You can often use those furniture markers to blend it in so people don't notice. Or like a bone, you can use it to color a bone nut that you want to look like it's all old and gross. Like if this thing was still old and gross, I would have used one of those to make the nut look like it was still old and gross, not new and shiny. Oh, come here, wax. Get out of there. There we go. Got it. I'll melt my bench. Funny, set my bench on fire. Actually have had fire at my bench a couple of times. Once when a power strip melted down and like shot flames out of it because something arced and burnt. Knocked half the power out from the shop. That was kind of funny. I think maybe some steel wool got in it or something. And once in a Fender, yeah, in a guitar, in a Fender Acoustasonic. I actually had the jack panel literally have a flame come off it when a string ball and was in there, and it just made contact weirdly, and it just poof, no flame. Yeah, see, that is much. Look at that, see? Makes the lines look so much cleaner, so much better, more finished. You can use that trick if you have like a chewed up, if you don't get this quite perfect, you can use that trick to fill in holes around neck joints, but this one came out nice and clean, so we don't need to do that. Just up there, makes it look cleaner. Taylor does it on their bolt-on, well, they're all bolt-on, but Taylor does it around all their joints. They use a combination of was it linseed oil and some kind of dye and something else. They make, there's instructions to make it on there. If you're a Taylor tech, I just use one of those things when it's needed, because I have those here already, and they usually match the Taylor colors pretty good. But all right, so I think, oh yeah, let's tune it up. Let's tune it up. I think we're just about done, so that's cool. Let's tune it up again as soon as this stupid machine stops making noise. That'll be great. It has to cool down. All right, let's tune it while we're waiting, right? Oh yeah, let's try this stuff. This stuff has a, oh, is it glued? Why is that glued to my bench? What happened? Look at this. Look at that. This is like, huh. Did I spill super glue? Look at this crap. This is, like nut sauce that someone made and gave. It was like somebody made their own, and it's now, I must have set some super glue over there. Now it's like bonded to my desolder station. Anyway, that's like a homemade version of nut sauce. So I'm gonna put that on those tuner gears, see if that helps them loosen up a little, or smooth out a little bit. So hold on, I need a little pipette for that. Pausing. All right, we got a little pipette filled with that stuff, and it's basically, I don't want to hear what you perverts have to say, but it looks like that. It's kind of like I think they use like white lithium grease and probably some sort of, I don't know, some mild light oil of some type here. Oh, you guys want to see better than that? Oh, no, hold on. There we go. There we have it. Okay. So instead of the regular oil, I'm just gonna put that stuff on there. Again, it's made for guitar nuts, so it's not gonna hurt anything. And hopefully it's a little more lubricating. I might try some silicone. I might, if this doesn't work, I might try some silicone. That might be a good idea. There might be some of that in here. I don't even know. It kind of seems like it's some kind of, I figured that white stuff was like white lithium grease or something, but maybe there might be some silicone in it. Somebody gave me that at a guitar show. She was giving them out as like promo things to other vendors, trying to get to sell her stuff at the store. It works pretty good, and of course I forgot her name. Anyway, let's do some tunage. Ready? Tuning. That seemed to help, I think. These were that helps. The ones in the wound strings are definitely a little stiffer. I think it helped. All right, I'm going to put it on time lapse. We'll tune this thing up, and then we'll do a little sound check. All right. As always, thanks for watching. Awesome that this other video on this has got like 2,000 views. I guess these things aren't super common. I'll throw up a before picture of what I have. I should have taken better before pictures. I always forget to do that. Fail. But look at that nice amber tone burst. The owner said that he hadn't even seen one in like an amber tone burst. Maybe it didn't originally, it just colored to that, or maybe that was intentional. What do you guys think? Intentional, or did it color that, or did it like age that way? Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe, appreciate it, and we'll see you at the sound check. All right, here, let's play this thing now. Took a while to get it tuned. This is worse than the 12 string to get tuned, I tell you what. These little strings, they're out just a little bit. You hear it a lot, and there's no compensation. I don't think this helped the intonation at all in those notches, but it's alive. It's cool. buddy? Anyway. I can't do anything. I know it's just the same as a guitar. My brain doesn't work that way, especially with this type of string setup. Let's do some regular chords then. Was that with that? I don't know. Again. It's neat. I can never play it. I'm too dumb of a guitar player to play this thing, but it's super cool. And again, thanks for watching. I'll put up some, again, we'll do some time lapse and pictures and all that fun stuff. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't. Button's like right there. And we'll catch you guys later. See ya.